What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm very, very stoked to be making this video and to be talking about this today. And I'm really sharing this part of my life with you guys because I want others to look at this channel, look what I'm doing over here on this channel, and say to themselves, you know what, maybe I could do that too, right? If just one person is inspired to, take a risk, to do something new, to get outside of the parameters of what they normally would be doing. If just one person is inspired to do that, I feel like that's the best thing that I can possibly do, just to, give back, try to pull up people around me and, make the world a better place, right? Because that's what it's about. We are going to talk about my trades today. All right. I traded Facebook again. This is now my fourth week closing green, fourth week in a row closing green. And this week I made over $600 trading Facebook. Obviously I'm very happy about that. So we're going to go over the P&L. We're going to go over the plays. Before we do, I want to let you guys know about the links that I have down below for WeBull and Robinhood. So we're going to talk about that very, very quickly. I'm going to read a comment from yesterday's video and just, remind you guys that there are some very, very awesome links down below where you can actually get free stock. Not only that, though, towards the end of the video, after we go over my plays and talk about my trades, I have a public playlist that I've basically made for you guys that are interested in trading. There's so much information on the internet, and a lot of people ask me like, "Oh, did you get a course? Like, did you like take a course or buy a course to learn how to trade? Like, how did you figure this out?" There's so much information on the internet, and I feel like if somebody had just given me like 10 or 20 videos that were pertinent to learning how to trade, 10 or 20 videos that absolutely covered the necessities and really nothing more, I would have been a lot better off, right? I probably could have learned this a lot faster. So I've put together a playlist for you guys. It's public. We're going to talk about that playlist, and I'm going to go over just a couple of the videos. Just read the titles and explain to you why I put them on the playlist. But if you want to learn how to trade, I've got a playlist for you. It kind of cuts out a lot of the, information that just makes things kind of noisy and overcomplicates, the trading thing. So we'll talk about that towards the end. So before we get into the plays, let's talk about that YouTube comment real quick. And I'm reading this comment to you guys because, number one, I'm happy that this person is now on WeBull investing in stocks. But number two, they took advantage of my link and they actually got a $12 stock. So check this out. I am not a nugget, says, I suppose you closed your call option that Hillary is going to be the nominee. We'll talk about that some other time. But they go on and say, thanks for the WeBull link. Ended up getting a $3 and a $12 stock. So because this person used my link, they got like $15, $16 worth of free stock. Right, and the links are right here in the about section where it says, or I'm sorry, in the description here, open a brokerage account and get a free stock. I've got the Robinhood links and the WeBull links. Now, what's really cool about this, is that we both benefit, right? You get a free stock and I get a free stock. I actually got another $12 stock. It's called UBS. I don't know much about the company, but it's on its way into my account because that person used my link. So, when you use the link, if you're interested in investing, if you're interested in opening up a brokerage account and just getting into this thing, what better way than to start off with free stock? It's really awesome. It's fantastic. So remember, the links are in the description below. Use those links, right? I think on WeBull, if you download the app and deposit $100, you get 2 stocks using my link. With Robinhood, if you download the app, I think they just give you a free stock. I don't think you have to deposit anything. And it helps me out too. It helps the channel out. So, take advantage of that, because I know there's people out there that are sitting on the edge of their seat, kind of just wondering, should I do it? Should I open up a brokerage account? Do it. Open up a brokerage account. Yes, Robinhood and WeBull, they're kind of for beginners and stuff, but I still use them. I have a dividend portfolio on Robinhood, and I trade on WeBull. So take advantage of that. Now, let's get into the plays. First, we're going to start with and Nugget, thank you so much for just supporting the channel and watching the videos. I appreciate it. Let's talk about the P&L, right? So here's the P&L. We are up to $1,935. Today we had a 5% gain, and that was a total of about $94. Now, at one point, I was only up like $81, and it was a little over 4%. So I did take a fourth trade at about 11 o'clock that I'll show you guys, but I managed to get the account up over $1,900, so close to $2,000. Would it have been nice to close today with $2,000? Yeah, that would have been cool, but I'm sure that's going to come next week, right? I think I'm doing a really good job of not forcing the trades, not forcing a dollar amount. I took all of my days this week and averaged them out. It came out to about $128 was my average for the last 5 days. And, Monday started off really, really strong. Tuesday was really, really strong. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it was a little bit harder to trade, right? The moves just weren't quite there, that at least for the stocks that I was following. And, today was the smallest day, $94. But still, that's a 5% gain in my account. And I am absolutely blessed, to have figured this out and to be doing this. And this is now the fourth week in a row that I am closing green, right? I've, at least in this account here, I've gotten all of my losses back and more. And this week just, completely blew past anything I was doing before. $600, it's not a lot of money, but, for having my first week where I'm making $600 from trading, like, I am super, super excited about this. And, I really do. I want to inspire as many people that come across this video as possible to look into trading, right? If you're interested in trading, even investing, you're not going to get like these 5 and 10% returns every single day if you're just passively investing. But even if you're just passively investing, you're still going to grow. You can do dividend investing. There's so many different avenues, right? You don't have to be a day trader or scalping options. There's so many different avenues, but get involved. And when you get involved and you put money in the market, that's what gets you involved, is putting money in the market, committing, right? Just put $100 in the market, right? Like what you could do is put $100 on WeBull or maybe Robinhood, because they have fractional shares over there, and buy $1 worth of 100 different companies, right? And just get involved in the market. It'll keep you looking at the news. You'll be watching CNBC. You'll be watching stock videos on YouTube. Just get involved. The sooner you do it, I'm telling you, the sooner you do it, the better. I know it's kind of intimidating and seems overwhelming at first, but I really feel like I'm starting to get the hang of this thing. So let's talk about my plays, okay? Let's go to the Thinkorswim account. Now, as you guys know, I've been trading Facebook. How long is this video so far? Not bad, 9 minutes. As you guys know, I've been trading Facebook, okay? And I had a pretty good week with Facebook. Let's actually go to the 5-day, 15-minute chart. So this was the past week, right? Kind of had a flat day on Monday. Tuesday was flat, and then bam, Tuesday and Wednesday were very, very good days. Unfortunately, I only took advantage of the opening. I didn't catch the entire move. Could have made a lot more money, but we're still learning here. And yesterday we had a little bit of a down day, and today we had pretty much consolidation. So today, as you can see, the stock pretty much traded sideways. So it's a lot harder to trade, right? When we're in these periods of consolidation, it's much harder to trade. You can easily get caught in chop. There's not a whole lot of direction, but I went ahead and traded this anyways because Facebook does move enough where it moves enough to the point where, I can actually manage to, especially with the scalping strategy that I have, I can get in and out of these trades pretty well. And let me get rid of some of these ovals here. Some of these are my trades. We're just going to kind of go over what we did today. So this is what it looks like on the 1 minute chart. All right. You can see there was a little bit of a down movement, but then it went back up, went back down, and it closed kind of near the open, but a little bit lower than the open. All right. And there is a supply zone right here that I mapped from yesterday's chart. Pre-market, it looked like it was almost going to reverse, but I kind of figured this was going to be a fake out because you can see, we hit a bottom in after hours yesterday and the stock started trending back up. But I just had a feeling this was going to be a fake out. And so I played both sides. I played calls and puts. So I got in again right at the open, and I'll show you what I did here. I got in right here at the open. I saw all this bull volume coming in. I knew we were going to at least reach up beyond this little supply zone here and probably get immediately rejected. So literally what I did within a minute, and you can see on my monitor, right, on my trade, you can see it right here. 9:30, right? And then I closed it at 9:31, right? You see that 9:30, and then I closed it at 9:31. So literally what I did was I got in on this green candle here, probably around the bottom, rode it all the way to the top, and when I noticed there was rejection and we were at a supply zone and we had selling pressure from the day before, right, where we have higher peaks behind us, I knew I had to get out of that call option quick, and I sold at the top of this red candle here. Then I figured, well, now we're taking a move to the downside. I immediately switched to puts, and I think I entered at 9:33, 9:32. I entered two put contracts. They were $282.50, $282.50 puts, right? That was the strike price. What was the call? The call was 307 call. So these puts I entered at 9:32, and I got rid of them at 9:50 and 9:51, and that would have been right down here, right? So that actually was a decent play. They were both decent plays, right? Play a quick scalp, right? I mean, this is literally like the shortest scalp. We're in here for a second or two, like a minute. On the first play, right? Bought the call, sold at the top of this red candle, then re-entered on puts. Yeah, it kind of reversed on me a little bit, but I saw the topping tails. I was paying attention to level 2. The level 2 wasn't going against me that much. And then, we had a little bit of chop here. So, and I didn't sell it until like 9:51, 9:50, I think is what I said, right? This area right here. We didn't sell till like I was down here. So, I held this for like a good 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes, whatever it is, right? It's about 20 minutes, I think. Yeah. So it was a little nerve-wracking, but I like to have the quicker trades, but, you can't always do that. And Facebook just, like I said, we're in a period of consolidation. It just wasn't moving all that much. I mean, look at this move here compared to let's look at yesterday, right? Look how much Facebook moved yesterday, right? Look at that down move right here, like right at the open. I think I got in on puts here, played this 3-bar play, right? A lot of movement there. We could talk about the day before as well. Let me go to the 5 minute chart. See this move here, right? Like, that's a huge move. Look at that. Lots of movement right at the open. Lots of movement in the beginning. So, you know, this was a day of consolidation, but I managed to catch a couple of scalps right there in the beginning. I was done by about 10 o'clock. Then I caught the reversal. I caught this reversal right here. This was about 11:10. I got in at 11:07. So let's zoom in right here. This is the play, right? I got in on this oval right here. Yes, my entry was a little bit early. I got in on calls because I noticed all of these bottoming tails, right? It looked like the buyers were coming in, right? You could see this buyer volume getting bigger and bigger and bigger. See the volume down here? And so I entered here on this green candle. It was a little early because we did have a pullback, but I kept steady hands. The moving average, as you guys can see, was headed in an upwards direction. We had that second red candle, but if you look at the volume, right, the volume told me that bulls were still in control. The bears were not overwhelming this stock. And then we had this big green candle, right? So I enter on this candle at 11:07. I have to sit here for two red candles, a little bit of a pullback, not that big of a deal, but I was a little bit early in my entry. And then bam, right on the 20-day moving average. This huge green candle just dwarfs the red candle next to it. And that's when I knew, like, okay, this is going to be okay. I'm going to hold this for a little bit. So I held it for this leg up, right? We had a couple bars go up and then a little bit of a pullback, chopped around for a couple of seconds, couple minutes, then bam, we got another quick move up. Now, I only made about $13 on this move, right? I put up like, I think, what was the contract? Yeah, so I paid $390 and I sold it for $404. I was hoping for a little bit faster move, right? I was hoping that it would move a little bit higher and faster. It didn't happen. And as soon as I saw, you know, we had a topping tail here, a couple of topping tails in here, I sold it right here, right at the perfect time before we kind of, you know, dumped a little bit. And then the stock kind of chopped around. It did make a leg higher after I had gotten out, but unfortunately I was out by then, and, you know, I got other things to do other than just trade all day. So, you know, I feel like I did pretty well. But that was basically my play on Facebook, right? We played the open real quick. We caught this quick scalp on this green bar on calls. Then we bought puts. Rode the puts till about right here, and then we caught this reversal. Wish I would have gotten in maybe a little bit earlier down here, or maybe on one of these red candles. But all in all, you know, not a bad day of trading, up $94. Like I said, it's about a 5% gain in the account. And, you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to focus on like a dollar amount like goal. I'm not going to focus on necessarily a P&L goal every single day. It's really like, I want to just trade. I want to be involved every day. You know, maybe I'll win some, just try not to lose too much, and just wait for those big days, wait for the quality setups where I can make a lot of money, and then just be active the rest of the days. And basically the goal is to live to trade another day, right? Just to show up the next day, you know, capital preservation, not capital destruction. Repeat with me again, capital preservation, not capital destruction. Live to trade another day. And, you know, I'm looking forward to Monday. I'm looking forward to next week. We're going to be getting into September, right? We've got the last day of August on Monday, which is the 31st. September historically is usually a pretty, you know, down month for the stock market. So it's going to be interesting. But, you know, obviously from today, I've proven to myself and to you guys that I have a strategy for whether the stock goes up, down, or it chops sideways. It really doesn't matter. I have a strategy, and that's buying calls and puts. Now, I am looking into different kinds of option combinations like vertical spreads, horizontal spreads, and diagonal spreads, and, you know, selling calls and selling puts. I'm looking into all that kind of stuff. You know, it's a little bit overwhelming because I'm so new to it, but eventually I do want to figure out how to use other option combinations. maybe for some swing trades and a little bit more long-term stuff that I'm doing. But, all that being said, let's go ahead and get to the playlist that I have for you guys. And yes, I made this playlist for myself because, this summer I took this stuff so seriously. I was like in summer school. That's how I treated it. I treated it like I was paying $4,000 or something for a semester at a community college, and I was in a summer school program. That's the way I treated it. I did pay a tuition. I paid like about $1,000 loss altogether. Right, since I've started, I lost about $1,000. So, let's get into this. All right, this is the playlist right here. It is public. I'll link it in my description down below and in my comments section. But basically, I've got all kinds of videos, and these are the most important videos that you need to see. Some of them are documentaries. All right, like Floored, the complete documentary film, Floored. This is an amazing documentary about floor traders in Chicago, and it's sort of about how the computers trading came in, and all those guys got, they basically lost their jobs if they didn't adapt. And so it's a story of Darwinism, kind of, at least economic Darwinism, and it sort of shows you like what came before. It's an absolute necessity. You have to watch it. This one, Anton Creel annihilates retail brokers and, quote, trading educators. This is absolutely the first video after Floored that you need to watch. Okay, this is about 2 hours long. It's a lecture from the Institute of Trading. Anton Creel breaks down the industry, breaks down how it works, breaks down the banking and the hedge funds and the brokers. He just breaks it all down and sort of highlights the pitfalls. All right, this is the most important video. There's not a lot of like charts and technique and trading strategy in it, but you have to know what you're getting yourself into. All right, so this is definitely a video I recommend up here. Also, Anton Creel, respect money and be indifferent towards it. Another really good video about money, what it is, its function, right? Like how it took hundreds of years in medieval Europe for us to, Europeans and the European, Western civilization is really what the entire global monetary system is based off of. And it took hundreds of years for us to go from a barter and trade kind of society to a functioning advanced society that had a monetary system. So he explains and really breaks it down in this video. Must watch, a must watch. And then, there's other ones, right? Like these down here, right? Dr. Alexander Elder's Trading for a Living. Absolutely a must listen to audiobook, right? It is a little bit about strategy, but there's another one I have in here too called, at least I thought I had it. I've got Trading for a Living. Where's, there's another one called, hold on, I don't think I added it yet. Trading for a Living, and then there was Trading in the Zone. Why don't I have that in there? Hold on. Let me make sure I get Trading in the Zone. This is by Mark Douglas. In the Zone. Is that audiobook gone? Where did it go? Trading in the Zone. Well, for some reason I can't find it. I don't know if they took it down. Let me look up Trading Psychology. Sometimes it pops up if I... Yeah, that's weird. I think they like took it down or something. Well, there's another one called Trading in the Zone. If you can find it, you have to... Yeah, it's that deleted video. You see that right there? They took it down. That sucks. And then I've got the actual strategy videos like from this kid here, Carmine Rosado, Trading with Supply and Demand. That strategy, the supply and demand zones and mapping them out, absolutely a game changer for my profitability. I've got a couple of videos on that. right? How to draw supply and demand zones down here. These are the most important videos, guys, right? These are the videos you absolutely have to watch. Also, the 1929 stock market crash and Great Depression, definitely a much must watch, especially if you're investing, and you're holding things overnight, or you have an account where you're doing that. Watch the videos about the crash. But if let's say I was putting together a course, let's say I was like a professor or something, and I was teaching trading 101, these videos would all be in the syllabus. Okay, these are the videos you have to watch. So I'm telling you, take some time this weekend, right? Markets are closed. What I'm going to be doing is studying, broadening my horizon, learning as much as I can. So take some time yourself to put in the work and take notes with these videos, right? Have a notebook, have a journal, get a journal and a notebook, a couple of pens, and take notes. Really try to take this halfway seriously if you're going to pursue it. I just can't stress enough how unexpected this is for me. If you had told me a year ago I was going to be trading, I wouldn't have believed it. And 6 months ago, when I did start investing and opening up my first accounts and stuff, I never thought that I would progress as quickly as I am. But I am absolutely hyped. I'm stoked. I'm obsessed. And I cannot wait I can't wait for next week. I cannot wait for the bell to go ding, 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 and to trade on Monday. This is really one of the coolest things that I've ever done. It's changing my life, and I really think it'll change your life as well. So check out those videos. Check out that playlist. Let me know, where are you putting your money? Comment down below. Are you trading stocks, options? Are you trading Forex, cryptocurrencies? I want to know. Gold. What are you trading? Where are you putting your money? Comment down below. Give the video a big fat like. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your weekend. And as always, this is CMC Broadcasting. I'll see you next time. God bless. Oh, there's a gnat in here.